Hi friends, it's Adelita Grijalva, your supervisor for District 5. We just had our Board of Supervisors meeting. Today is election day, Tuesday, November 7th. We started the meeting at 9 and ended at about 12:30, so it wasn't too long of a meeting. And I have a couple of announcements. It is election day in the city of Tucson. So many of you in District 5 also live in the city of Tucson. Please, if you still have your ballots, you can drop them off at Tucson City Housing and Community Development, the Donna Liggins Recreation Center, El Pueblo Neighborhood Center, or Pister Middle School. All of those spots, feel free to call the city, look it up online and where can I drop off my ballot? Google any of those. Call us here at the office. We'll help direct you to the closest one nearest you. Please vote. It's really important, very critical. Happy Veterans Day. A little in advance, the Pima County offices will be closed. All of Pima County will be closed on November 10th. So I want to wish in advance all of the veterans and families in our community a happy Veterans Day. And then PAC, Pima Animal Care Center, is having a fall festival this Sunday, November 12th from 12 to 4 p.m. Besides adorable dogs, we saw one today at our board meeting, and cats available for adoption or foster. There'll be food trucks, games, and more. There are no fees to adopt. So you go down there and you can walk away with a gorgeous new little family member, and it should be really fun. So hope to see you there. And so let me get talking about a little bit of what happened in the meeting. We had, I want to thank Sergeant Agustin Lopez, U.S. retired. He's also with the Pascoyaki Color Guard, for coming in person and reading the land acknowledgement. It was really special, and I thought it was really great that you also brought your sons, Julian and Emiliano, with you. I think that's one of the things we do as parents is we forget to expose our children to these things that we do, and I thought it was really great that you did that. So thank you for that, and thank you for coming. We appreciate your service and you being there. So again, all adoptions are free. They mentioned that. Pat came down and brought this cute little puppy. Toys for Tots collection drive is happening now. So that'll be ongoing. We had a resolution about that. There were 21 speakers for call to the audience. Thank you to the students from Pima Community College Adult Education, Arnold, Maria, and Mombeo. Thank you so much for coming and speaking about the importance of adult education and the importance of the funding that Pima County provides. We appreciate that. And I also think it's great that you came to advocate for that. Sunzia, that is a project that started about 17 years ago. It covers about 16 miles in Pima County, but it's like a 550-mile line that goes from New Mexico to the end of Pinal County. It's going to provide some high-speed energy that's really needed. The argument against it is that it's going through, some sacred lands, kind of destroying along the way. They could have gone along the I-10 corridor. There are all these arguments that started about 17 years ago. All of the plans had been approved, and so what was coming to the county was this 16-mile space, and there was an issue. Chairman Verlin Jose also put in. There was a newspaper article about it, concerned about the San Pedro Valley and the fact that it's a historical site, and possibly, they'll be unearthing some artifacts and things of that nature. And so he wrote a letter to the Bureau of Land Management, and all of that construction is paused until they have a finite system of how to figure out if they do unearth artifacts, what do they do with them? All of that is happening now. And so that item passed 4-0. Supervisor Bronson was not at the board meeting today. And so all of the items that passed, if they passed unanimously, it was 4-0. That item passed. And then there was a presentation by Claire Zucker of the Pima County Community Cooperative Extension, just talking about the different programs that are available within Pima County through Pima County Cooperative Extension. There was this project. It's Rancho Seco. It's 240 acres, and they utilize the funding that our office asked to be designated for open space purchases. And so it's really a beautiful piece of property. There is already a ranch there. And so not only is open space preserving just the open area, nature of it, but it's preserving rural heritage and culture. And so there is currently farm there, and that project will continue. Some of the species that are on this 240 acres are the golden eagle, the pygmy owl, mountain lion, bobcat, Gila monster, badger, mule deer. It's just beautiful. So if you have a chance to go and look at some of the pictures that were attached to the item, it was really great. And I feel it's a really well utilized, utilizing the funding really appropriately for that purchase. We had a grant to secure our elections, and it's a little over $54,000, and it will provide additional supports in the elections department and some in the recorder's office. I think really what it's trying to do is ensure that our employees feel very safe and secure while they're going through this process. We've seen the counting of ballots and people show up and start protesting in Maricopa and other places around the nation. And we just want to make sure that our employees here in Pima County feel safe and secure doing a really important job. So we approved that. That was unanimous. I voted no on a rezoning ordinance for Quail Canyon. I voted no on the initial proposal. That item passed 4-1. In this case, it passed 3-1, and I was the only no vote there. And then we voted on the Himmel Park expansion. It's project design and construction, $600,000 and this is one of our libraries in D5. That item passed 4-0. And so I was really happy to see that. Okay, so our next meeting is going to be on November 21st, which is a Tuesday. I want to thank you all for keeping up with Pima County politics. Stay safe, my friends.